Hello and welcome to a new video. In this video, we're going to discuss dictionaries. So dictionary is another data type that basically has different structure. Let's see. So let me create a dictionary and then we will go over what exactly is a dictionary. So for example, let's create a dictionary for scores. I will create a variable called scores, equal sign, then I will use curly brackets. Now, each element in a dictionary is two parts. The first part is a key, okay? So, for example, here I will use name, like Ali, as a key. And the second part of the element is value. The value will come after the key, and they are separated by a colon. So, for example, here I will put 25. So this is one element inside the dictionary. Any element has two parts, a key and a value. This dictionary is for scores. So for example, here our keys will represent students' names, and the value will represent their scores. Now, if you want to add another element, you will just write a comma and you will write the key for the other element and the value just like this. Okay. Now, what can you do with dictionaries? You can access individual element. Assume I want to print the scores of Ali. You write scores, square brackets, then you write the key of the element you are interested in. I'm interested in the element with key Ali, so I will do this, and I will get 25. What else you can do? You can change certain score. So I can write scores of Imad equal to 36. Now, if I print the dictionary, notice that I get Ali 25 as before, but Imad is now 36. Now, what else you can do? You can add a new element. Now, how can I do this? If I have the same dictionary, I can write scores of, for example, Talal equal to 74. Now, Talal does not exist in our dictionary. So if you write a statement like this, Python will basically add a key called Talal, and a value for this key will be 74. So if I print scores, I will get my dictionary is now 3 elements. So we have two cases when you do assignment statement in the dictionary. So if the key exists, you will simply modify the value. If the key does not exist, you will add a key and a value pair. Now, you can also remove a key from a dictionary. So assume I want to remove Imad, you will simply write scores.pop, and as an argument, you will provide the key. Now, of course, if you remove the key, the value will be gone too. So now my dictionary has just Ali. Now, what do you think will happen when I write this? Okay, then I will print values. So what I'm doing is storing scores inside values. I'm removing Imad from scores. Will I remove Imad from values as well? Let's see. When you print, you see that both dictionaries are the same. This is in fact the same story as with lists. So remember with list, we said the variable store the location, the address or the reference to the list. Same thing here. The variable store the address of the dictionary. So here both values and scores are two names for the same dictionary inside the memory. We have only one dictionary. So what do you do to create an independent copy of a dictionary? We did that with list when with the list function when we discussed list. Here you will use the dict function for dictionaries. So when I do this, now values is an independent copy of scores. If you remove Imad from scores, values is not affected. Okay. Now, we can also check if a certain element, if a certain key exists in a dictionary. You will use N, just as before. So when I write Ali in scores, I will get true because Ali is a key inside scores. Okay, now let's say you want to get the value for a certain key, okay, but you are not sure if that key exists. So you write something like, give me the score of Umar, and you are not sure if Umar is part of the dictionary. If Umar is not a part of the dictionary, you will get a key error, okay? Now there is a function or a method that allows you to check for a key, okay? And if the key does not exist, you will not get an error. Instead, you will get some default value. So what is this method? This method is called get. So what you will do is you will write the name of the dictionary, then .get, and here you write the key you are interested in. For example, I want to ask about Umar. And you would like to say, if Umar does not exist, don't give me an error. Instead, give me -1 to indicate that Umar is not a part of the dictionary. Now, when I run this, Umar is not part of the dictionary, so I get -1. What will happen when you ask for a key that exists in the dictionary? You will get the value for that key. So -1 here is just the value you will get whenever you ask for a key outside of the dictionary. Okay. Now, how will you go over individual element inside a dictionary? Let's make our dictionary larger. How would I traverse, which means how would I go to individual element inside a dictionary? You can use a for loop for this. So how will you do this? You can write for I in scores. And if you print I in this case, notice what you get. What you get is just the keys, okay? Basically, when you iterate with a for loop over a dictionary, you are iterating over the keys. How can you get the values? Notice I is the key. So to get the value, you will simply write the dictionary name, square brackets, then the value, the key, which is I. So now you get Ali 25, Ahmad 83, Umar 34. This is one way to traverse a dictionary. Another way is to do the following. Assume I am just interested in the values. You can write for I in scores dot values parentheses. Now, I in each iteration will take one value of the dictionary. Okay, so if you print I, you are basically going through over each individual value in each iteration. Now, one more option you can have is the following. You can use the item methods, items like this. And if you do this and you print I, notice I is a tuple, right? You have the key and the value in each iteration just by using .items. Now, let's take this dictionary where we have the keys as Zaid, Ahmad, and Ali. When I loop over the dictionary, I will get the items in the same order as they appear here. So Zaid, Ahmad, Ali. Now, there is a function in Python, it's built-in function that you can use to do the following. So the function name is sorted. When you apply sorted on a dictionary like this and you run, notice that you visit the keys in order. So in this case, they are strings, so we will visit them in alphabetical order. So the first item you will visit is Ali, 34, then you will visit Ahmad, 83, then Zaid, 23. So sorted basically is going over the keys. It will order them from the smallest to the largest, and you will visit the elements based on that order. Okay. Now, one important thing to note to know is a key in a dictionary can also be integers. For example, I can create this dictionary where the key is 2, the value is 54, and the key is 4, the value is 22, and a key 6 with value 90, for example. Now, when I apply sorted here, so when I write for I in sorted D, then I print I and the value of the key I, which number am I going to sort by? Is it the key or the value? Just keep in mind that we always sort by the key if you pass the dictionary name to sort it. Okay, so in this case, you will visit 2 first, then 4, then 6. Okay, so even if you have, for example, 946, you will start by 4469. That's it for this video. Thank you for watching, and I will see you on the next one.